Hey folks, rinimt here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail. We wrapped up the story last time. It was very happy, and why does Aria look so different? Oh yeah, it's because I gave her a little bit of a makeover. New hair, new clothes. If you've been watching the whole thing, you probably would have seen this in the Halloween event video. The details. Point is, let's make for the wandering minstrel. My word, is that you, Arya? I'm overjoyed that fate would arrange this meeting, though I'm not surprised. When I heard tell of your journey with Uflama, I had a feeling it would only be a matter of time until we cross paths. What am I doing in Tural, you ask? Why, I am come in search of unusual and fantastic stories that I may weave into song to spin tales that will enchant crowds the world over. And this land has proven to be a treasure trove of folk tales and legends unlike any that can be found across the sea. I have set each and every one to memory, and my head is swimming with new verses. And for all the myths newly added to my repertoire, I still yearn for tales of newfound adventure, tales involving parties that yet live, preferably recounted by someone with first-hand experience. And you are just such a woman. Pray share with me everything that happened since you set foot in Tural, and I shall set it to song. Every trial you endured during the Rite of Succession, every blood-curdling moment of your assault upon the Levin-shrouded dome, I beg you spare no detail. Your words will lend a texture to my melodies and substance to my lyrics. Oh, I have a feeling my most memorable work is soon to come. Of course, understand you may not have the time at present. I shall be here for a while yet, polishing my prose to a mere sheen. Simply come to me when you have a story to share, and I shall listen in rapt attention. If you come here to share a heroic yarn with me, Arya, please do go on. You have my rapt attention. Talk about Valigarmanda. So, what have you brought for me today? You did battle with Valigarmanda, the Tural of legend of the Sky Ruin, who ruled the heavens by beacon talon. Many are the legend of this beast among beasts, but I would wager the telling of your battle is more thrilling than the most harrowing tales. By the hands of a devious scoundrel was the seal put in place by Gulu Jaja broken, and thus was the living calamity unleashed upon the world, only to be struck down by Wuklamat, her mighty companion. This glimpse into the events of the Rite of Succession shall provide me with more than enough inspiration for my next song. Thank you for sharing it with me, Arya. By the by, do you know the meaning of the term Vidral? In the language of the Mamulja, it means that which clings to the earth, a fitting description for beings powerful enough to claim an entire continent as their territory, and Valigarmanda was said to be most formidable among them. Though you emerged victorious, the fiend was but recently roused from slumber. What do you suppose would have happened had Valigarmanda been given sufficient time to regain its strength? Such questions are why we have imaginations, yes. And imagine it shall, the mightiest of heroes of Aetheris matched against the full fury of Valigarmanda. Story for the ages. Worker Lardor Extreme is now accessible. Okay, and Zoralja. So what have you brought for me today? The final moments of the former Dawn Servant's firstborn. His story gives rise to a complex mixture of emotions. It would be insulting to call it something so trite as an adventurous tale. As the only true son of Gulu Jaja, he doubtless felt a heavy burden of responsibility to be deemed worthy of succeeding his father. This weight was likely made all the more stifling by the fact he had but one head. And so he sought great power to make up for his perceived shortcomings. Yet he could never quite live up to the expectations he set for himself. In his blind pursuit, he stepped upon a crooked path. For 30 long years did he keep company with anger in that dome, yet no amount of anguish can justify the countless lives he stole. You know what I believe, Arya? I believe the moment Zoraal killed his own father, whose admiration he fought so hard to win, his life lost all meaning. His sins cannot be forgiven, 'tis true. His story is a tragic one. I suspect each of us can see parts of ourselves reflected within it. Thank you for sharing with me. Dark shadow loomed over the Ray succession, and we would do best not to forget he who cast it. While many will view Zoraal as a murderer and a tyrant, reducing him to a mindless villain will blunt the impact of the lessons we can learn from his fate. This is a tale that must be told with great care. Everkeep Extreme is now accessible. So yes, those will be happening hopefully soon. Hopefully. I just need to get groups figured out and all that for them. Next up on our unlocking tour, let's pay a visit to the Hunt Board. Hunting the Hunter. So that's actually unlocked. Became available as soon as we stepped foot into Living Memory. But, you know, we were kind of busy there, so. Arya, it's good to see you safe. The whole city's been on a knife edge since the attack. Folk need hunters like you and me to deal with the dangers they're facing more than ever. Like you and me, like Nepikwe, Viper by trade, always helping out with the hunt. She took a bill from the board a few days back. Thing is, it was for a markup in Yasulani, and no one's seen her since. Might be that she's still on his trail, but hearing about everything that's happening up there, all this about the dome, I can't help but worry. Little bird tells me you've been inside it. You couldn't ask around in there, could you? Find out if anyone's seen her? Thank you. It means a lot to me. Last anyone heard from her, she was on her way to Teshpiana. Maybe someone in the village will have seen her if there's anyone left. Not targeting the 8th rate game. Good evening to you. Anything I can help you with? Nepikwe. Yes, I know her well. She's something of a hero around these parts. Our guardian angel. She had just arrived when the tremor struck on the trail of some beast or other. Can't remember the details now, but I do remember that when the ground started shaking and the levin filled the air, it was she who guided us all to safety. Braved the bullets to drive back the beasts that were tearing up our farmsteads. Where is she now, I wonder? Last I heard, she'd registered with the hunters, but that was years back. She'd probably be retired now, or... No, she's still with us. She has to be. I wouldn't remember her if she wasn't. You should go and ask the facilitators at Resolution up in Solution 9. They keep a record of every citizen's location. Tell them you're looking for an old friend and they'll put you in contact. Welcome to the government sector. How may I be of service? You're a friend of Nepikwe's. One of many, I'm sure. And such an amiable soul. It's a shame about that injury forcing her from the field. What a career! I should think the better part of our data on the local fauna was created by her and her followers. Followers who adore her to this day. At least she was the one who introduced the idea of fighting with twin blades too, and look how that's taken off. Sharing citizens' personal information is strictly forbidden as a rule. However, Nepikwe left specific instructions that if any fellow Turali should come calling, we should send them directly to her. And so I shall. Registered domicile is in residential sector, residential radius 914. Ever since her retirement, she spends most of her days sitting in the plaza watching the world go by. Let me know if you have trouble finding her. If you do, please pass on my best wishes. You're a hunter, aren't you? You've got the eye. Could see the mama. Well, oh god, no, there's an name I haven't heard in a long time. Well, you go tell him I'm safe and well as I've ever been. Sure, it was a shock when the barrier fell, but what kind of viper would I be if I didn't try to make the best of a bad situation? I joined the hunters, put my talents to use keeping this place safe. Well, 10 years ago, that is, when my good hand finally gave out on me. I had to leave the front lines. Thought it was done for good, to be honest, but then Her Majesty came to me, gave me a new mission. Cataloging the beasts I no longer had the strength to kill.
Gave me a new lease on life. Hey, now the barrier's broken. Is Bo Oga thinking of bringing the Dawn Hunt back to Yasuani? If he is, then could you give him this? Tell him that I'm still here. That for 30 years, I kept my vow. Good to see you back. Safe, are ya? Well, any news on the Pickway? She still lives in, and it seems all this insanity with the dome hasn't dulled her passion for the hunt any. The notebook makes proof of that. 30 years of work. 30 years. I just can't get my head around it. I can count the hours since I last spoke with her, yet I wonder if she can remember me at all. Still, I'm grateful she does. And if she needs my help hunting down some of these beasts, that's exactly what I'll give her. I'll go through this book and draw up bills for the nastiest critters in it. Bring the Dawn Hunt back to Yasuani, or whatever it is they call the place now. Guess it'll be a while before folk can make their way past that barrier freely, but I'll be counting on you and yours to take the lead. But looking at some of these entries, there's a fair few fiends up there that are tougher than anything I've let you go after before. I'll see you're approved to take on advanced marks. Thanks, my friend, and good hunting. Advanced Dawn Hunt mark bills are now available. You are now able to undertake Advanced Dawn Hunt mark bills from the Dawn Hunt board into the Yoal. New quest and elite Dawn Hunt mark bills become available from Bo Oga upon reaching level 100 and beating the main scenario. The hunt goes on. Arya, you honor me with your presence. I have heard all about the deeds you've been doing for Wuklamon. As if ending Valigarmanda's rampage was impressive enough, you've saved the city from those mechanical beggars too. If there were any doubt about your abilities, they're well and truly answered. Which is why I'd like to see your aid one last time. Will you join us in our most essential duty, seeking out and slaying those fiends most foul? Those that pose the gravest dangers to our people? You're a hero through and through. Hunting down marks like these is the very purpose the Vipers were founded for. And it's no easy task, I can tell you. There are horrors out there, true horrors. Tural draw like Valigarmanda, creatures more akin to gods than beasts. We Vipers wander far and wide across the land that we might learn of these creatures and one day end them. You remember Tiat-Kat? She's been doing just that for decades now and has come away with a long list of targets. If you're interested in finding out more about them, go and see her in Yakuto. Napikwe was doing the same when she went to Yasuani, and yet there's nothing you could call it Tural draw in her journal. Strange, I thought, when they've shown up now everywhere else. Makes me wonder if she might have left them out on purpose. Napikwe's a viper to the quick, you see. Nothing matters to her more than the people's safety. Separated from her fellow vipers as she was, perhaps she thought it best to leave such nightmares well alone. Forgive me for asking so much of you, but if you plan to return to Yasuani anytime soon, could you speak with her again? See if there is something she's not telling us. Something we might be able to help her with. Oh, and tell her one more thing from me. If she wants to come back, me and the rest of the Vipers stand ready to welcome her with open arms. The hunter from across the water. What message do you have for me today? Well, Oga, you sentimental fool. I thank you for remembering me, but this is my home now. These people, my people. I've lived here, fought here, and for the better part of my life. Stepping beyond that wall will be like stepping 30 years into the past. While I have fond memories of the place, I'm an old woman now. I've grown used to change, not to mention that. Lady Napikwe! Oh, sorry. Didn't realize you had company. It's alright, she's a friend of the cause. Let me introduce you. Lonian Renuri meet Arya, the hunter from beyond the wall. Arya, these are, what would you call yourselves, my little helpers? Proteges, more like. Lonian at your service? I studied the twin blades under Lady Napikwe, and I've been helping her conduct her census on that beast of Alexandria. And I'm Renuri. I've been working behind the scenes with Oblivion, so I've heard a lot about you and your exploits. Even seen a few firsthand, albeit from the shadows. After you brought peace to living memory, our team secured what we could from the databanks. Found a fair few things that brought a glint to Lady Pickwood's eye, I can tell you. Tural be Droll, Arya. Bull Olga knew it. It doesn't draw too much attention to those fiends you have and the strength is like. From what your nerd tells me of your achievements, though, I shouldn't wonder if you and yours could succeed where we could not. Queen Fiend charged me with the chronicling her kingdom's fauna, and I expect there are many discoveries still being made in its darkest corners. Want to learn more? Just ask these two. Please, ask away. Lodian spends most of his time in the outskirts, but I'll be here. As shall I. My duty is far from over. So in answer to Bull Olga's question, no, I will not be returning to Tural. But please let him know that I appreciate his kind words, and that I'm only too happy to extend him the same offer. Oh, hello. Sightseeing point. Don't mind if I do. Residential sector. The citizens of Solution 9 live in structures known as residential ready. These numbered buildings have a common area on the first floor, with each household living above in a separate, highly standardized apartment. Anyway. Welcome back, Arya. Did you speak with Navikwe? I see. And it's good to know she has friends. I couldn't bear to think of her all alone up there. Viper lives the hunt. The others might live to hunt another day, or so the saying goes. Sounds like she's taken that message to heart, taking it upon herself to train a new generation. It looks like you're her latest pupil. May luck be with you, Arya. And remember, whatever you do, don't get yourself killed. Late dawn to hunt Markvilles. No, you are now able to undertake elite dawn hunt Markvilles from the Dawn Hunt Fort in Tural. So yes, that means we now have B ranks. So that takes care of the hunt stuff. Pretty sure it should be. Might be it. Anyways, it belongs in a museum. Arya, at last! You have no idea how long I waited here, hoping we might finally meet. It's a matter of utmost importance I simply must have your assistance with. But introductions are in order. I am Zekion, professor of archaeology at the Studium. At the behest of the former head of Reason, I was invited to oversee various archaeological expeditions throughout Tural. I heard from a little bird in Volokshunsa that you, most renowned adventurer, have made your way to the continent. I think of no better individual to aid me in uncovering its history. As a matter of fact, I have already made a fascinating discovery in the wilds of Jacques Tural. I chartered a balloon to examine the point of interest in Shalone, you see, and soon discovered ruins which have been unseen for 9 millennia. Surely Lady Luck is on my side, I thought, but alas. Things soon took a turn for the worse. In the spirit of inquiry, I hired a group of mercenaries for protection and made my first foray into the area. We were no more than halfway through before a host of fierce fiends barred our approach. Truth be told, 'tis a miracle that we even made it out alive. Yet for a seasoned explorer like you, I dare say delving into the deepest recesses of such ruins and harm would be child's play. What do you say? Would you aid my investigation and embark on this new adventure? I knew you wouldn't disappoint. The ruins lie beyond the river of North Ori and Shalone. Let's continue our conversation there. Wonderful you're here. History lost to the ages lies in the valley just upstream. It's a landscape unlike any other, teeming with Barreltenders of all shapes and sizes. I call it Ender Valley. Doubtless the ruins have remained untouched for all these years due to its barbed environs. After all, no one wished to become the victim of their thousand needles. Though I believe the ruins nested deep within the valley to be Yakoi in origin, closer inspection revealed motifs even I could not recognize. There's a new discovery waiting to be found within. I'm sure of it. Alas, the defense mechanisms protecting you were far too much for the mercenaries I hired. You'll be wise not to underestimate them yourself. Ah, lest I forget, you should know that I dropped some of my notes concerning the expedition during my escape. You would know of my findings and encourage you to search them for the records during your exploration. I shall await your return here and trust to you the honor of discovering the unknowns which lie within. Ender Valley is now accessible. I heard you like Shalane. Also my portrait! My portrait! Anyways, welcome to Tender Valley. The land of many Barreltenders. Hope you like Barreltenders. Yeah, so I have not run this since, like, launch of Dawntrail. And I died horribly in, like, 2 of the bosses. So this will be an adventure, for sure. Be fine, right? Definitely an adventure. There's shenanigans happening. Anyway. Many Barreltenders are happening here. As usual, don't have much to say during it's Shalane. It's Barreltenders. But there's a mega Bagoi. It's something that's not a Barreltender. No. My timers. I'm taking this. It's fine. They'll forgive me, maybe. Do this. Yeah, so we are officially in the part of Dawntrail where I can't just use truck. Story. I probably should have done that sooner. It's fine. Tumbleweeds. So remember how I said I hope you really like Barreltenders? Yeah, Barreltender is the first boss. Excuse me, I hit button. I think this was the only boss I didn't die to, so it's gonna be great. Never mind. I've now died to the boss. I forgot about that part. Yeah. Yeah, so I just haven't been doing the expert dungeons because there's been no need to. Okay, we're doing buttons for this one. Alright. We can do this, right? No, we cannot! Okay, we got it. Yeah. Oh, what am I doing? I'm just hitting buttons, apparently. I'm very much just hitting buttons right now. That is not gonna hold, so I just have to drop it. It's fine. Another stack. Fine. Just my wind's reply. Nope, no biggie. Everything's fine. Oh! There's Explorer mode, so I'll just run back through here in Explorer mode to read all these notes. For now, dungeon. It is a good use for Explorer mode. If only it existed for stuff like, I don't know, grab an answer. Still haven't gone through and done those notes. Hello. Am I not firing lasers? Fine. Everything is fine. Everything is not fine. Nothing's fine. But we got floods! Oh gosh, second boss. I'm almost certainly gonna die against this next boss. Not me though, I am just reading because I breathe. I probably could have needed it, it would have been fine. I also probably should have waited for fire to be up. It's fine, it's just a dungeon. Who wants to be optional in this dungeon, really? I'll be a bit better at the other dungeon, I promise. A bit. Anyways, Anthracite. The second boss. This is what we have left the saboteurs behind. We've at least done that much. Alright. I'm gonna count on everyone else to like tell me where to go. Because no. I'm not gonna count myself to hit the right buttons. I was in the right spot! Let's go! I always believed. Oh, come on. I was not at the grumble. Anyone be here? I don't want to be there. barely getting that. This is fine. Ah! Hello. Oh, this is not fine. My timers! I was too busy doing mechanics to do my timers. Please forgive. Tank Buster happening. Hello. Okay. Think I want to be in this row? Yeah, okay. I already died. Didn't die. Did not die to the second boss. We're improving. We are improving. Stay away from the sacred vessel. Intruder detected. Oh, actually didn't have one. Do you mind? So, some of these enemies look rather, familiar from approximately 20 levels ago. I'm just saying. What I got? Moving floor! This also looks rather familiar. Am I on the right side? I'm on the right side. Okay, cool. Oh, looks very familiar. I could probably be in range to actually have auto attacks happen, huh? I have to like do my buttons. That works. Cool. Cool. Let's just finish beating this up because we are clearly at the loopy part of this one. And let's go. Yeah, so you know how it says looks very, very familiar to approximately 20 levels ago? What expansion was 20 levels ago? Yes, I'm probably gonna die here. I so rather did not want to do that. This is not where I want to be, ideally. Up there was fine. Something something range brain. As screams of fury. Inkbuster. There's a killer! This is the biggest shame that I've only done this dungeon once before this. Scream! I can probably get over here. That's circles. Alright. Great Labyrinth. Alright. I need to find this path. Find the safe path. Very Oh! It's fine. It's fine! We've got a warrior. This is fine. Alright, I think this is safe. This is not safe! I would like to inform you that spot was not safe. Wah! Scree! Scree! Mighty blow. Yeah, this is puddles that you kind of have to bait around. I apparently hate myself because melee. This mechanic resolve. What am I doing? I already had this one. Nope, no, I'm too close. This is fine. Oh gosh, not this mechanic. It's fine. Let's limit break and kill this thing. Let's not limit break. And not kill it. We killed it, but this is fine. So yeah, there is a time limit for the little pass thingies, and yeah, also I forgot to do a chat cover. You are returned with nary a needle to be seen. I experienced them firsthand. The pain was simply indescribable. That said, once it subsided, I was surprised to find that the lower back pain, which had ailed me for years, had completely vanished. Now, tell me of your expedition. I wish to hear everything. What did you see? What was hidden deep within those ruins? I see. Oh, truly remarkable to think that the structure of a separate civilization lie in the depths of the Yakoi ruins, and at their deepest point, a great serpentine creature awaited. This is, beyond a shadow of a doubt, a significant discovery regarding Tural's history. Tell me, what thoughts have you concerning the valley's depths? Remind me of the ancient Ronkan ruins I saw in another world. Truly, such a claim is invaluable testimony. Based on your descriptions, it is likely that the ancient Yakoi simultaneously feared and revered the serpent of unfathomable power, and after encountering it, constructed a temple to conceal it from the world. And it's maybe the final element which proves my life's work, a theory, the eerie resemblance of the Reflections civilizations. In my capacity as a professor of the studium, I've taken the liberty of reading the science report concerning the source, its reflections, and the civilizations therein for myself. Their findings indicate that the sundering diminished mankind's intelligence to that of beasts. The flourishing civilization of the ancients was forgotten, and the people of each reflection set on separate paths, forging disparate civilizations of their own. Yet, can we say that these civilizations, worlds apart, are truly so different? If we all came from one shared ancient heritage, would it not be natural that the development of each society and culture bears similarities to one another? What I'm trying to say is it is entirely possible a society which predates the Yakoi and bears similarities to ancient Ronka once existed in the source. Naturally, it's necessary to conduct further research regarding how twin civilizations born in two separate worlds developed under entirely different environments. Nevertheless, your discovery today has provided further proof of the possibility of my theory. On that subject, I would ask you to join me on another adventure, one markedly less fraught with danger. As one who has traversed beyond the rift to the first, your knowledge and insight concerning ancient Ronka are invaluable. I would journey to Warlord's Echo and speak with the chronicler of the Yakoi, that I may learn of their legends. Who knows, we may just discover some striking parallels to the culture of ancient Ronka. I am pleased to see you made it, Arya. I came by Alpaca and for a blessing felt no pain in my lower back the entire ride. Perhaps medicinal applications of Barreltender needles is a field deserving of further study. A subject for another time, perhaps. The personage before us is the self-same individual who informed me that Yakoi ruins may exist in Shaloni. They looked after me when I came here previously to conduct fieldwork and are an extraordinarily erudite individual, well-versed in ancient legends. Tell me, my friends, based on what I've shared with you, were you able to find any commonalities between the legends of your people and the ruins we discovered in Tural? Including those concerning disease, precious few stories of our ancestors who traversed north had been passed down. But for the valiant warrior who brought the sky ruin low, I would share with you a story regarding the Great Serpent, one we normally would not disclose to outsiders. Please, follow me to the indelible passage. The murals shall explain all. While legend concerning the Great Serpent is hidden within this mural, pray gaze upon it carefully as I weave for you an ancient tale. Long, long ago, a sect of our ancestors forged north. There, deep within the valley, they discovered the remains of an ancient temple. Its inhabitants had long perished, and the purpose for which the structure existed was itself an enigma. Yet when our forebears finally delved into its furthest recesses, they discovered a great serpent deep in slumber. It should be noted our people revere serpents as divine creatures who govern the boundary between worlds. To behold one of such immense power, dormant there within the ruins, they believed it best to build a temple around its chambers and offer prayers for its divine protection. Yet, in the ensuing years, our people were plagued by disease time and again. Our ancestors suffered supplications for divine assistance, but no matter how fervent their prayers, the Great Serpent never deigned to answer them. In the end, a great many of our forebears withdrew from the northern lands. Only the most devout worshippers of the Great Serpent remained, but they too would eventually withdraw in a somber procession, having buried too many brothers and sisters. The sect who remained prayed for the Great Serpent's awakening. They prayed for salvation that would never come. Yet, why should it awaken now, and what incited its aggressions? Was it simply by chance that it roused in so foul a mood, or is there perhaps some underlying reason we've yet to uncover? The devout who held vigil in the temple held this belief. When the Great Serpent doth awaken, its coil shall envelop the world. In other words, the creature's discovery was itself a pretext to legitimize their territorial expansion north. Yet their prayers fell on deaf ears. Only now, before our benefactor, has the Great Serpent finally awoken, a peculiar but altogether fascinating turn of events. If the beings you encountered truly was divine, mayhap it is you who shall receive its blessing. If we consider that our friend here, a traveler capable of crossing the rift twixt worlds, was blessed by a being who governed that boundary, would that not fit the interpretation held by the sect who remained? At any rate, Arya's testimony and the legends of the Yakoi shall go a long way in verifying my theory. If I can gather sufficient evidence that these two civilizations worlds apart share fundamental values and prove my thesis, our outlook on history shall be irrevocably changed. Mayhap an entire new field of study shall be pioneered. Does the inception of civilization in its infancy bear similarities in each reflection? Was there some localized connection between them, such as a planar fissure? Or perhaps there was some all-powerful keeper of whispers peering through the veil? Just thinking about what it is that connects us across the rift gets my heart racing. I certainly have my work cut out for me, and now that you've made the ruin safe, I may resume my expedition and, perhaps more importantly, continue writing my thesis. Master Chronicler Arya, I cannot thank either of you enough for your cooperation this day. I know not where my research will take me, but I have no doubt my pursuit of the mysterious and miraculous will see us cross paths again. So, I may have nearly forgotten a very key part of Ender Valley. We have things to read. Let's get to it. Though I spoke with some few Hetzaro and Shaloni before my expedition, they had precious little to say about the ruins. I did learn, however, of a cautionary tale told to their young, that to enter the valley comes at the risk of great swelling pain from the Barreltender's needles. A pain I quite acutely feel. This very moment? I am in awe of the sheer splendor of these ruins. It is clear to me they could not have been made by the ancestors of the Hetzar or Tona Watson. From the architecture, I dare say they are of Yakui made. For those who built Zorgor the Boundless, constructing edifices of such magnitudes is a feat well within their capabilities. On the other hand, some of the design of the engravings on the structure and ingenuity of the aqueduct are unlike anything I've seen in Urkel Pacha. Perhaps these discrepancies can be attributed to cultural differences with the Yakui who came to these lands. Are these eerie, stone-like creatures of void scent, or perhaps golems? Whatever they may be, they demand we leave this place even as they attack us. It is all I can do to scribble down these notes while evading their relentless assault. As I labor to breathe, a thought occurs to me. They could be mammoths created for the purposes of mining resources, yet the most logical explanation for their aggression would be that they are a defensive mechanism left behind by the Yakui. Though my guards appear similarly fatigued, we can hardly retire now. Not when the promise of a great new discovery lies just before us. An entity which appears to be, for lack of a better term, a walking chimney guards the doors leading into the ruins. The doors themselves possess a design wholly unfamiliar to me, and I cannot help but feel like we are on the verge of discovering something incredible. Alas, the pain from the needle which pierced my lower back worsens. What's more, the arm of one of my guards is paralyzed, leaving him incapable of lifting a sword. And I hope to face that thing in this state, though my heart breaks, we have no recourse but to withdraw. Did that mean it's the last one? I don't remember. We're gonna run to the end to find out. Okay, well, I guess that was the last one then. So thanks for watching. Bye! I guess I'll probably do some weird editing thing here. Yeah. That's the little notes in Tender Valley. Been a while since we've had one like that. Anyway, rambling. But anyway, I just kind of went quiet there. Thank you for watching. I'm like, I'm just gonna have Solution 9 for the other one. No, that's next time. Next time, we will go pick up this quest here in Solution 9 and do the next dungeon. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider tossing a like, comment, subscribe, click the bell for notifications. Also consider checking out the description below, various links, social media, I'm going the wrong way, Discord, come hang out, get notifications there too. And until next time, this is rinimt signing out. Bye!